Rice is one of the most heavily consumed crops on the planet. In Japan, it is synonymous with the word meal. And in America, we each eat an average of 25 pounds of rice every year.
Well, rice has been around since prehistoric times. It's grown on every continent. It's cheap and nutritious and readily available for people.
Most of the world's population has had rice in their diet since biblical times. Families in Asia, India, and even South America have been enjoying rice, which is the seed of the monocot plant, for thousands of years. In America, however, the initial production of this ancient crop was very much an accident.
In 1685, there was a ship sailing from Madagascar that came into port in Charlestown Harbor in need of repairs. As payment for these repairs, he presented a local planter with a small amount of seed rice. This seed rice was called Carolina Gold and set the standard for rice production in America.
The biggest reason that rice was able to catch on quickly in the late 1600s, early 1700s was due to the geographic area in which it landed. We were looking at the Carolinas and Georgia, and most of the tributary land there is very fertile, very flat, and had a lot of tidal water, and is in a high temperature climate. Farming, it's high labor intensive. It takes a lot of guys to do one thing initially, whether it was all put in by hand or whether it was all harvested with a plow. You know, today we have the luxury of having planters and combines and so many other things, but it just strictly took a lot of manpower and a lot of hours.
Different parts of the world produce rice in different ways, but no matter where you are, the rice in your local supermarket first has to be planted.
One of the main steps in beginning a rice farming is the planting season. The planting season in Arkansas can be very wet. It could also be very dry. It seems like the climate changes lately. You want to get the crop in on a timely basis and get moisture to the seed and get it emerged. Once you get a good stand in a timely manner, then you're off to a great start. Rice has to be flooded all summer long, and so we have to pump that water out of the ground. Rain every now and then helps out a lot. Also, the overhead heat can play a big part of it, whether the days are extra hot or especially the nights are extra hot. So we'd rather have cooler nights.
Once a crop has been planted, it must then be carefully tended and ultimately harvested by the farmer. After harvest, the next step is to take the rice to the mill.
Most challenge that he has is weather, which is always in farming is a big issue. As we stand here today and looking for a hurricane coming into the Gulf Coast, that we have weather and they're in a hurry harvesting the same way in the planting time is they have to make sure that the ground is dry and that there's also enough moisture to germinate the seed.
Today, American Farmer is on location at one of the premier locations for rice production in North America, Windmill Rice.
Windmill Rice was a collaboration between myself and 3 other men that wanted to start a company to buy the rice that was grown in northeast Arkansas. I have 3 other partners, and collectively we formed a company and started Windmill Rice about 5.5 years ago. We started milling in 2008, actually June 15th of 2008. Before that, it took a little over a year to build the company. And once we got it built and got it up and running, we've been taking in rice from local farmers pretty much all the time.
Based out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, Windmill Rice is a result of the successful collaboration between experts in various fields of agriculture and agribusiness.
Each of the owners of Windmill Rice were hand-selected by myself. Each one of them brings a different aspect to the table. One of my partners owns the largest seed company in northeast Arkansas, which gives us an insight to what's being planted. One of my partners owns and operates an equipment company, which also gives a different aspect to farming. And my third partner is an agri attorney. And so he's aware of also what's going on. And so between all of the different aspects of the ownership, everybody brings something new and different and great to the table.
Upon its opening in 2008, Windmill Rice became home to the most modern rice mill in North America, the first food-grade mill to be built in the U.S. in over 40 years. The mill is responsible for removing the outermost layers of the rice plant, along with any stones, debris, or other non-grain materials.
Well, a rice mill is a crucial part of the rice production, and where the rough rice or the raw rice is turned into an edible product for people. The rice mill takes the raw material and turns it into an edible product and tries to maintain its yield to turn a profit for the company. The miller ensures that the rice mill is producing an edible product that's produced in a sanitary and safe manner. What makes Windmill Rice milling equipment superior to other mills is our sanitation schedules and our preventive maintenance programs.
To learn more about rice farming, we caught up with Randy McNeil, president at Poinsett Rice and Grain.
Well, I think that they should know that the rice industry provides a very safe, nutritious, and an adequate food supply for the United States and other countries abroad.
Thanks to an unwavering commitment to quality and innovation, Windmill Rice is helping the agriculture industry to reach new heights of traceability. Together, Windmill Rice and its customers are working daily to develop new concepts in efficiency and sustainability.
Sustainability and traceability go hand in hand. At Windmill Rice, we not only want to tell you who grew the rice that you're eating, what field, what chemical, pesticide, fertilizer applications were applied to that, any aspect of any input that went into producing that grain of rice, we want to be able to tell you about. That not only has sustainability and traceability aspects, but also many food safety aspects, which is a priority here at Windmill.
For more information, visit www.windmillrice.com or call 870-932-0096.